All right, if you have been absent or have questions about how we are creating our first website in Weebly, here you go. So we created our account and we chose this template to get us started for SHS Alumni. And again, SHS stands for Southwestern High School. All right, so we were given this website with 4 pages already created. So home, services, about, and then contact. You can click through and see the different layouts. But just like any template, whether we're in PowerPoint, Canva, any of the programs that we've been working in, we can change everything and anything. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm just going to first go to settings, and under site title, we change that to SHS, oops, all caps, SHS Alumni. And then over to the right, we click Save. Okay, and you'll see where that appears. I'm going to click over here now on Pages. And here are our 4 pages. And these are great to start with, but we want to change names, and we're going to add another one. So I'm going to leave Home as is. I'm going to click on Services, and we change that one to About. I'll click back. And then the next page, oh, that was About. I'm going to change this one to Events. We need a Hall of Fame, and then we're going to add a practice page. Okay, so Contact, I'm going to change to Hall of Fame. Oh, and I need a board members page too. So I'm going to add 2 new pages. So I need 2 more pages. I'm going to click plus, and it's going to be a standard page. This one I will call board members. Okay, I'll say done. And I'm going to move board members below About. Oops, and I spelled board members, B-O-A-R-D. My typing is rough this morning. Okay, so there I have board members. Okay, and it's below About. I'm going to add 1 more page, standard. And this one I'll call Practice, because this is the one that we can throw things in, and then we'll end up deleting this page, or we'll just end up hiding it. Okay, so let's go back home. On the home page, this looks good as we scroll through, but it doesn't have everything we want. Actually, it has more than what we want. We want this to be a splash page, where we just want this to be one giant, beautiful picture to kind of welcome people to our alumni website. So what we did was we went in, and we're not on Build, we're on Pages, and we're going to go under Header Type, Splash. Yes, we're sure. So now it's just this giant image. Well, obviously we don't want the dog, so I'm going to click to select this section. Okay, I didn't click on the dog or this text area. I clicked in this like kind of grayish white area above the dog. So I have this edit background. So I want to replace the dog. And in this case, I wanted us to have the same image. So I gave you this link. It's in our Schoology updates, but I also have it in this file that you'll have access to. And instead of having an image saved like locally, you know, where you did a save as, or we downloaded one from Canva, I just want to let you know that you can also, if you see an image online that you legally can use, you know, if you have the URL, you could use it. So this is an example of that. Okay, so great background. I can go ahead and see it here. You can look at some of these options for editing the image. I don't want to. I'm going to click Save. Okay, so now I have this great background. Okay, this text here, notice how there are 2 text areas. Well, once I highlight this, I'm going to recommend you change it to a bright red. So if you don't get, like these are the default colors, you want to click in this lower right arrow. We want something right up here. If you kind of move it to that upper right-hand corner, like a bright red. Okay, we'll use that color. And then we want to enter text. This is our homepage. And we just want the name of our website nice and big. So, Southwestern High School, and I'm going to hit enter. Alumni Association. All right. Then I don't want it over here on the right-hand side. This here is a move button. I'm going to move it so it's in the center. And you can see kind of that vertical line. Drag it there and drop it, and it'll automatically reposition it for you. Okay, and if this is not already bolded, let's make sure it's bolded. I think it might be. Yeah, it was already bolded. So I think we're good to go. So this is our splash page. Simple, but looks good. You could also click on preview so you could see what it'd look like. We talked about when you were designing a web page, a lot of times you want to think about above the fold. Okay, you want important information above the fold of the web page so people don't have to scroll. So this is a perfect example. There's no scrolling. It's our welcome. So people are drawn automatically to our menu, which is at the top here. Okay, so I'm going to close the preview. That's our home page. Now let's go back and we are going to do the about page. All right, so the about page, whether or not yours is using this sort of layout, whatever you have listed as your about page, no big deal, because we're going to delete it all and start from scratch. So when you want to delete these different objects, and again, I'm just hovering, you see the X, you can't click on it, you just hover. And then yes, we're sure. Go ahead and delete all these individual parts that you see. And it can be tedious, but remember this is a template and it was giving us all these different parts to help. Okay, but we're not going to use them. We could always choose a different layout, like if we had thought in advance exactly what we want. But I think this is good practice for deleting these objects. And actually, notice how I am selecting like this whole giant section. I can delete that all at once. Okay, and same here. Select this, delete the section. Okay, oh, even this one. Delete. All right, so now we are just starting fresh. And with this one, right up here, let's go ahead and put in your logo. We click logo, and this is something you created, and it is something you downloaded. We saved it to your H drive in your SHS alumni files on your desktop. I grabbed this, I think a fox, and I'm going to have the Southwestern High School foxes. So I'm going to have my logo there. Okay, I think it looks cute. All right, now for the about, I want a header. So I'm on the about page where it says no header. Click header. All right, and then the background image, I want to change. So I click on the image, not the text where it says drag elements here. So we're going to edit background, replace, and this is another one where I want to give you this image. So under text and links for the site, under the about page, header image right here. Okay, I'll copy that and paste it in here. And if you have trouble, if it won't insert because we're all trying to get the website at the same time, I'm going to show you another way that you can get it if you're impatient and don't want to wait. Okay, so you just paste the URL up here. You can save image as, save it to that alumni website folder. Then we could go back here, and then we can just upload it from our computer. All right, so now we have this image here. And we can go ahead and save, because if you look here, we can do any of these things, but I think it looks fine the way it is, so we'll save. All right, then we want some text, so I'm going to click on Build. Okay, on Build, I want something right here, so I'm going to grab Title. Okay, click here to edit. We're going to type in about. And then let's make sure that is bold. Okay, so there's our header. We've got a nice image and about. Okay, some more elements down here. We need a title, and then we need text below it. Notice the blue line that kind of separates when I drag things in. And of course, you can format this because these will be centered. So I'll go ahead and center them now. And even the text that we're going to have in here, I'm going to center. Okay, so title, text, and something else we're going to have a button. Okay, so below text, we're going to go ahead and drag, a button. And again, there's that blue line I'm mentioning. We're going to have a button, and I'm going to go ahead and center it there. And below the button, we're going to have a divider. Okay, there's that blue line, so I'm going to drop it right below. Okay, and that divider, we're just going to have that line. And then below the divider, we're going to have a slideshow. Okay, and it's going to ask us which type we'd like. And you have a choice between, I think these are probably the best ones to choose. Simple slideshow, thumbnails on bottom, thumbnails on top, thumbnails on right, because I believe we have 5 images that we're going to use. So I think these 4 would be best. I think I'm going to choose this one. Okay, it's going to ask us to upload. So I'm going to go ahead, and these are the ones that you guys called gallery. So I'm going to use Control and grab those 5 images. Okay, you'll see that it's uploading. And you can always change the layout of your slideshow. Also, you can hyperlink the pictures if you wanted. You could add comments or text. Okay, you can see it populating. Remember that we chose these photos and created a template, so they're all the same size. That just makes it look so much cleaner. Okay, we got one more that needs to populate. All right, I'm going to save. Okay, I'll come back to this, but it's looking good. All right, and then below the slideshow, I want to build something else. I want a map. Okay, so I'm going to come over. Where'd my map go? Cannot find my map, but I know it's here. Here we go. Here is map. It's right up on top. Okay, I want it below that blue line. All right, so here is your map. Okay, and then one last thing. This area right here, this white area, and when you click in it, it'll say Save Footer. Well, in here, we want to get social media links, okay, because Southwestern High School Alumni Association has a Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and drop this in right in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and click center because we'll want that centered. Okay, and you know what? We could add in, maybe we can add in our logo also. So let's go ahead and grab an image, and maybe I'll put it above our social icons. So this image, I'm going to grab our logo and pop it in there. All right, save footer. Now this is going to show up on every page that has a footer. All right, so you have the different building blocks for SHS Alumni, the About page. And then the text that goes in here, and then of course you'll do a little bit of formatting. We already did our photo gallery, then you'll get to choose an address, and then you got to put in the links here. This information can be found, text and links for SHS Alumni site. So here is the text, okay, that we're going to be typing in. This is our title, and then this is our text. And then here are some links. This is the button link. And then I'm going to show you how to link an email. And then here's all the social media links to real places. You can't get to them here at school because of the filters. You can't get to all of them, but they do work. Okay, so these are the building blocks for the About page. All right, the next one I want to talk about today is Hall of Fame. Okay, the Hall of Fame has a lot of text in it, and you can either type it or I'm going to give it to you. So with the Hall of Fame, let's go ahead and start whatever layout you have. Let's go ahead and click on the section, so like the bigger rectangle. So I have this whole white area, and delete, delete. Okay, keep the footer though. This footer will appear on every page. So let's see what type of header we have. Right now there's no header. Let's go ahead and add a header. And this time, okay, with a header, let's try a different layout. All right. Whoops. Replace header layout. Do you want to delete and continue? Yes. Okay, so the top one is the one that we had, and try this one. Okay, we'll save it, and we'll replace, let's go ahead and replace the text now. Okay, so here we're going to put in Southwestern High School, and then here, Hall of Fame. All right, we'll change this background image a little bit later. Okay, then down here, this is where we need to put our text. So the Hall of Fame, we definitely want to put a title there. So we're going to go back to build. We're going to grab title, and there's that blue line. Okay, so title, and it'll be centered. Like we can go ahead and click center. So we're good there. Then we have we have 5 different categories for the Hall of Fame, and we want to put it in columns. So what I want to do here is I'm going to grab title again. I want it below that one. So there's 1. Now watch this. I'm going to have 2 columns. So grab title, and I want it here. Do you see the blue line? It's to the left of click here to edit. So when I drop it, now I have 2 columns, and I want 5 total. So here's text again. I'm sorry, title. So now I have 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those are my 5 columns now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then below each title for the Hall of Fame, I need a text box to list the Hall of Fame winners for each category. So I'm going to drop text. See the blue line? So here's 1, but I need 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So I could do Hall of Fame up here again. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my categories, arts. And then below arts, I have, I think, 2 people. Paul, let me type in here. Paul, and then you guys will see his name. I'll press enter. Then there's Robert, and then you type his name and information. Okay, so I just press enter to start listing the winners. All right, then after you type in this information, I want to grab more text. Okay, so text, and this is right below. Okay, this is not part of those 5 columns. So I'll go ahead and center that text. And then after this text, you're going to add a form. Okay, this is going to be a contact form, but we are going to change it. All right, this is the default, and then of course double clicking on this is going to give you some options. Okay, we do not have to redo any of our social media links because you already did it on the About page, so that has saved. All right, so this should be enough to get us going, and then we will pick up from here. Please note that the text is in here. You can copy and paste text, like here's our Hall of Fame. If it's easier for you to type it in, feel free. You can split your screen. All right, so the About page and the Hall of Fame page are the two that are covered in this video. Thank you.